Hello everyone, I'm Kay, and today we will be reacting, critiquing, or analyzing, whatever you want to call it, a book written by Dr. Seuss titled Fox and Socks. In the book, there are two major characters, as I stated before, Mr. Fox and Mr. Knox. They are anthropomorphic animals, meaning humanized version of an animal. As you could see here in the screen, this is Mr. Knox. This is Mr. Fox. Humanized version of a dog and a fox. Let's analyze Mr. Fox as a fox first. By Wonder Paulis. Wonder Paulis stated, figuratively, sly as a fox, or a fox, usually is a crafty and dishonest individual who is cunning and experienced, who uses underhanded means to get what he wants. That's what is generally associated with a fox. In the book, Mr. Fox plays a game with Mr. Knox, a tongue twister game. He encourages Mr. Knox to play a game, and when Mr. Knox says that I can't do it, he gradually makes the tongue twister harder. This actually kind of put the pressure on Mr. Knox, because Mr. Fox quoted this tongue twister here as easy, when in fact it's not. Even as a reader, you are kind of put in Mr. Knox's place, because for me, in my personal experience as I was reading this book, I could slowly read everything at the first part, chicks with bricks come, chicks with blocks come. Like that part, I could read that. But once we go to the new ones, once after this part here, no, not that one. After this part where Mr. Knox declined his first decline, now next let's go to Mr. Knox, an anthropomorphic dog, which is loyal, kinda do what other people tell them to do. At this part, throughout the book, Mr. Knox did not leave the fox, even though he could not keep up with Mr. Fox's game. He still followed Mr. Fox, which kind of show his loyal side, because no matter how hard the rhymes or the tongue twister become, Mr. Knox still followed. It's only until the end part where he had enough that he rejected it. Like you could see here, he politely declines. And at 29 as well. Yeah, here. He still says, he's still playing, he's still listening to Mr. Fox, even though he keeps saying he hates it. Let's put it this way. Mr. Fox trying to persuade Mr. Knox to play a game. Even though Mr. Knox hates the game, Mr. Fox is still insisting that Mr. Knox should play the game. Even to the point of lying. Lying. He's lying. He's saying it's easy, but it was never easy, because the tongue twister progressively becomes harder. This expectation that Knox can't do an easy thing, an easy tongue twister, put pressure on him. It made him stressed. Since the fox can do it, why can't he do it? Generally, people have a need for acceptance. It's a basic human instinct, according to Joanna Cannon, 2016, Psychology Today. We all want to fit in. We all present ourselves differently to different people. Yes. Let's go to the book again. 17. At first, Mr. Knox here kindly declines because he can't do the tongue twister. Then at 35, he strongly denied it, as you could see from his expression. He does not want the game to play the game anymore. At 40, he did a tongue twister. When a while ago, at earlier parts of the book, he stated he can't do it, he won't do it, I don't want to do this. This is like social influence at play. Even though you say that you don't want to do it, at some point in time, once you get exposed to it enough, no matter how, it will affect you, little bit. Not, it might not be a major effect, but it will affect you. That's how social influence work really. And there's even a time where you don't know about it. Until it reaches the end part where it becomes more and more absurd, really. And he had enough. Mr. Knox had enough. And did the tongue twister by himself. A hard tongue twister. He did what he said he could not do, what he said that he does not like, what he said that he hated. He did it. This kind of like show how the people around us, the environment, the social influences, how the influences could either affect us negative or positively. Although some of us knows what is good or bad, what to take from the internet especially, since the internet is a fast way of giving information, sharing information, receiving information. We can't avoid either subconsciously or consciously being influenced by what we consume and what people around us do. That's how I see Dr. Seuss, Fox and Socks. Now, thank you for watching this reaction video. I am Pithajem Galleros. Goodbye!